Good morning, Tornado Nation, and welcome inside this broadcast of the 8th grade boys basketball team matchup against Chatham. Glenwood, you just saw a great 7th grade game here at the Taylorville Junior High School where they won 40-38. I believe that was a great game to watch, and they got the win over Chatham Glenwood. The 7th grade team did, but TommyTV is going to be live streaming this 8th grade team. We got 7:47 left on the clock until we get down to tip-off. It should be a very good matchup today. The Tornadoes come in 11-1 on the season. Chatham Glenwood is coming in very good record themselves, 8-5 overall. They're 4-1 at home, 4-4 away. So a very good matchup that we have set for you. TommyTV doing a little something different here today with a matchup here at the junior high, getting in some junior high basketball. You saw some games at the high school this week. This is our third day in a row with a broadcast. On Friday, we had the matchup between Pleasant Plains. On Thursday, we had the matchup between Pleasant Plains and Taylorville. Taylorville girls basketball team took the win there, and Taylorville took the loss last night at the Dolph Stanley Court against Unity. Hopefully the 8th grade basketball team, though, here with some extended coverage of Tornado basketball, should be a really good matchup here today. Let's go ahead and look at some of our rosters for this matchup, get a little highlights on the Chatham as well as Taylorville roster teams here. So on Taylorville's side of the ball, you got number 1, Bodie Woodall, number 2, Gideon Anderson, number 3, Jamison Tapscott, number 4, Logan Berry, number 10, Tanner Clayton, number 11, Fallon Turner, number 12, Nolan Pauly, number 24, Colton Reese, number 30, Carter Kaplan, number 32, Braylon Kirk, number 33, Jack Michael, number 41, Billy Laxner, and number 44, Brock Brown. And with that, we do have some starters for tonight's matchup as well, for this morning's matchup rather. We have Bodie Woodall, Gideon Anderson, Colton Reese, Carter Kaplan, and Brock Brown. So that is your starting 5 for the Tornadoes in this matchup against Chatham. Let's go ahead and take a look at Chatham's roster this morning. Number 1, Cole Woodward. Number 2, Cody Sherwood. Number 3, Parker Travaby. Number 4, Cal Hines. Number 5, Charlie Tinsley. Number 10, Landon Leach. Number 11, Jackson Wicks. Number 12, Cohen Reed. Number 13, Malik Banks. Number 14, Hugo Lopp. Number 15, Gavin Conyer. Number 20, Aiden Veach. Number 21, Chase Ostermeyer. Number 22, Callan Lowells, and number 23, Braden Owen. So that's your rosters for this morning. We went over the starting 5 there for Taylorville. The head coach for the Taylorville Tornadoes in this 8th grade basketball team is Ryan S. He is in his first year as the head coach of the Tornadoes, and I talked to him a little bit before the game started here today, went over some starters, records, but we also asked him a little bit about his first year of being a head coach. Some of the challenges he's had so far this season is just being a first head coach and getting that buy-in and getting that respect from all the players. It certainly looks like he's been doing a very good job of that so far, as the team has an 11-1 record. But with that, he also said they're off to a very good start, but it's just going to get tougher from here. The schedule is going to start to really climb and get tougher, especially this morning against Chatham is a big matchup for them. So it's certainly going to be a big test here for these 8th grade Tornadoes to see how they can continue to match that 11-1 record. Certainly going to be excited to see how they continue this season. Certainly glad to be able to broadcast this very good matchup this morning. And I also asked him a little bit about what stands out about Chatham Glenwood and what they're going to have to do to face up against them. He talked a lot about how they can score across the board. Chatham has a lot of different weapons that they can use to get points on the board. It's certainly something that's very good and something that's they're going to have to manage today for the Tornadoes to be able to come out and be successful. So Chatham, that's what's allowed them to win games, is just that they've been scoring so well across the board. That's really what stood out to Coach Ryan S. Another thing that he talked about was just kind of a revenge factor. Last year they took a loss by 20 plus, so a big loss for them last year, Taylorville against Chatham, obviously. So Taylorville's looking to get a little revenge after a big loss, a tough loss to them last year. So that's certainly going to be some things for the Tornadoes to pick up on. We're 3:30 away from tip-off time here. Let's go ahead and take a look at this morning's keys to the game here in this 8th grade basketball matchup here. TommyTV doing a little bit of remote action, if you will. So let's go ahead and get started with the keys to the game for the Tornadoes this evening. Key number one, first off, is team communication. Really going to have effective communication among players. It's going to be crucial on the court this morning. Teams should communicate plays and defensive strategies. And it's a big thing here, especially with the 8th graders. They're going to have to be able to communicate. A lot of good players on this team, so communication is going to be key for the Tornadoes to come out with a victory today. Key number two in this matchup here today is ball control. The Tornadoes do not want to be able to give the ball away. Chatham's going to take advantage of that most certainly. And key number three is going to be adaptability. The Tornadoes got to adapt to whatever may come across them in this game, so it's going to be very critical for them to have that adaptability and stick with the strategy during this matchup. Certainly going to be critical because, like Coach Ryan has said, this Chatham team can really score really well across the board. A lot of sharpshooters and a lot of weapons at their dispersal that allows for the Tornadoes. That's going to make a tough matchup for the Tornadoes today. So you got your keys to the game. Number one, team communication. Two, ball control and limiting turnovers. And number three, having that adaptability and sticking with the strategy during this matchup. We are under 2 minutes until tip-off, so thank you all for tuning in here on TommyTV during this matchup. Like I said earlier, if you're just now joining us, the 7th grade Tornadoes took a big win in their game, played just a little bit ago. They won 40-38. That was a really good matchup to watch and really fun to see them play very well and take the 40-38 win. They actually came from behind to get that victory, so that's certainly something really good to see here. Under 1:30 here until tip-off, so the Tornadoes facing off against Chatham Glenwood. We want to thank you all for tuning in this marquee matchup. It should be a good game as both teams get set to huddle here, get the game plan put together. Coach Ryan S. looking to get his team their 12th win of the year. They're off to a really good start. It's a tough matchup from here. Taylorville certainly has some star players that we're looking at here today, and certainly going to be big factors here in this game. It's a big matchup for the Tornadoes today. Went over our keys to the game. We're going to have to follow those here as Chatham Glenwood gets set to take the court. Tornadoes will be doing so as well. It's countdown here to tip-off on TommyTV. We want to thank you all for tuning in. This is something a little bit new. The last time we've done a junior high broadcast, I believe, was when we did the 7th grade girls basketball state championship. The crew went up to Bolingbrook there and did a game, so we had to kick off the rust, so to speak, and doing this remote broadcast. So we got a crew back in the studio at Taylorville High School, but we got quite a few of us here at the junior high gym as well to consist in broadcasting this game. We're bringing you a couple camera angles today, and hopefully we get a good broadcast and we have a good game here as we get set for tip-off here. Number 23, Braden Owens, going to be on Chatham's side tipping off, and then number 44, Brock Brown, for the Tornadoes. Certainly both players bring the height there, as you can see, for this 8th grade matchup. Shake hands, we're ready to go here in this matchup. Tip off, and the Taylorville wins that one. Over to number 1, Bodie Woodall, now to Carter Kaplan. Woodall, top of the key. Over to Anderson. Back to Woodall. Woodall drives into the basket, gets it in, and Taylorville takes the early lead, 2-0. Three from Chatham is no good by number 1, Cole Woodward, but they get the rebound down low, and it's a foul called against the Tornadoes. Number 2, that foul will go against Gideon Anderson, it looks like. Number 23, Braden Owen for the Titans, shooting a free throw there, and it's no good. Going up for the second one. It's Owen. And the second free throw is no good as well. Brock Brown with the rebound for the Tornadoes. Brock Brown top of the key for the Tornadoes. Colton Reese back to Woodall. Over to Kaplan in the corner. Kaplan driving near the baseline. Kicks it over to 24, Colton Reese. That's over his head, and that one will go out of bounds. It'll be Chatham ball now. 2-0 Tornado lead right now. Number 1, Cole Woodward for the Titans inbounds the ball. Trapped in the corner. Glenwood kicks it back out, though. Shot is up, and it is good. And that ties it for Chatham. It's 2-2. Brock Brown, top of the key. Passes it over to Gideon Anderson. Woodall, top of the key. Driving underneath the basket, kicks it out to Anderson. Anderson over to number 24, Colton Reese. That one's deflected by Chatham, but Brock Brown gets it back, shoots the three, and that one's no good. Rebound by Reese. Over to Woodall. Gets out of his hands. That's going to be over and back for the Tornadoes. Another turnover for them there. And now Chatham is going to regain advantage of the ball. 4:14 here in the first quarter. Tied at 2 apiece for both teams here. Woodall with the 2-pointer for the Tornadoes. He's their only scorer so far. Chatham inbounds the ball. Down low underneath the basket. Shot is no good. Goes up for the shot, and a foul is called. Foul is on 24. That call is on the floor, though, so no free throws there. And Cole Woodward's going to inbound the ball for the Titans. Kicks it out over to Hugo Lopp. That ball is another turnover for the Titans. Kaplan stuck in the corner, gets it out to Gideon Anderson. Over to Brock Brown. Brown's at the top of the key. Anderson over to Woodall. And the three is up, and it is good. Bodie Woodall gets a three for the Tornadoes. He's got all their 5 points so far. Now Chatham's going to look to answer back. Shot is up by Chatham. That one's no good. Going for the rebound. Brock Brown gets it back into Carter Kaplan. And here he comes down the court. Gideon Anderson with the ball over to Brock Brown. Brown's looking to drive, puts it up, and it's good. A 2 for Brock Brown. Tornadoes are now up 7-2 here with 2:55 left in the first quarter. There's going to be a foul called. Foul is called on number 32, Braylon Kirk. That's his first foul of the day. And Chatham will now inbound that one. Woodward no good with a three there. Out of bounds, and now it's going to be Taylorville ball. Carter Kaplan inbounding into Bodie Woodall. Seeing what the Tornadoes can do here. Three from the corner by Kaplan is no good. Chatham with the rebound, but there's going to be a foul called. Called against the Tornadoes. Gideon Anderson with that one. Now it's going to be Chatham ball. Cole Woodward taking it up for the Titans. 14 drives to the basket. The shot is no good. Brock Brown with the rebound. Storming down the court, gets the push, and he puts up a basket. He's got 4 today. Taylorville takes a 9-2 lead. And a timeout on the floor with 2:11 to go in the first quarter. That is a timeout called by Chatham. Taylorville now has the 9-2 lead. Chatham looking to get something going here. Really struggling on the offensive end, only 2 points. But the Tornadoes doing well with Bodie Woodall has a total of 5 points here through this first quarter. And Brock Brown also has 4 so far. So certainly looking good for the Tornadoes so far with a 7-point lead. 2:11 to go in the first quarter. Thank you for tuning in to Tommy TV here. Tornadoes off to a good start here. Once again, they're 11-1 on the season, looking to improve to 12-1. Chatham, though, they're looking to improve to 9-5 on the season. They're currently 8-5 overall. As this timeout concludes, both teams will take the court again. Tanner Clayton looks like he's in the game now for the Tornadoes, along with Woodall, Brown, Kaplan, and Anderson. Chatham moving the ball around. 3 from the corner is blocked by Brock Brown. Big block there, but Chatham finds an open corner. Still can't get the shot in, and a foul is going to be called. Foul is on Chatham, 23, Braden Owen. And now it's going to be Tornado ball with Woodall at the helm. Over to Anderson. That one is deflected by 14, Hugo Lopp on Chatham's side. Off of Tanner Clayton, and now they will be inbounding the ball. Kaplan in the corner, kicks it over to Anderson. Over to Woodall, but that one is going to end up as a turnover for the Tornadoes. Couldn't quite get to that one. And now Chatham number 11, Jackson Wicks, will be inbounding. Taylorville with a 9-2 lead, 1:30 to go here in the first quarter. Underneath the basket, Braden Owen, no shot. Good there, but Brock Brown gets the ball back, and he's taking it down the court for the Tornadoes. Big 3 from him there, and that one is good. Way downtown at the top of the key is Brock Brown, and he's got 7 today of the Tornadoes' 12 points. 12-2 lead for them. Chatham answers back with a drive underneath the basket, though. Good shot from them, makes it 12-4. Snap the Tornadoes' 10-0 run. Chatham answering back, though. Another drive down the basket. Point is made by Cole Woodward. Starting to pick up a little momentum are the Titans. Woodall over to Kaplan. Turnover, though, for the Taylorville Tornadoes. Another drive underneath the basket. Number 11, Jackson Wicks with the 2-pointer. 6-0 run for the Titans, and that causes Coach Ryan S. to call a timeout for the Tornadoes. Really good answer back by the Titans. The Tornadoes went on a 10-0 run, and now you're looking at Chatham on a bit of a run themselves with a major momentum shift on a 6-0 run to answer back to Taylorville's 10-0 run as well. Really fast tempo so far through this first quarter here. Back and forth game with some good runs by both teams. Certainly got to like what you're seeing there, but you got Chatham contributing with many players, as Coach Ryan S. indicated in the interview there before the game. Certainly going to be interesting to see as this game goes on how Taylorville matches the tempo so far of what they're seeing. Chatham doing a really good job driving to the basket, creating turnovers against the Tornadoes. With 37 seconds to go in the first quarter, it's 12-8. Carter Kaplan will be inbounding the ball. Woodall over to Kaplan. Brock Brown gets it back over to Anderson. Tornadoes moving the ball really well right now. Brown over on the right wing. Anderson driving to the basket. Kicks it over to Tanner Clayton. Kaplan. Anderson underneath the basket looking, gets blocked. Chatham going the other way, fast tempo, big pass, almost a turnover, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. Taylorville went on a 10-0 run, but Chatham answered back with a 6-0 run themselves. It's 12-8 at the end of the first quarter. We're going to go ahead and send it to a quick break.
Got a new house. I finally found a place that I call home.
And welcome back into this action here. The Tornadoes up by 4 points right now against Chatham. It's a 12-8 lead for them. Brown and Woodall are the leading scorers so far. Actually, the only scorers for the Tornadoes so far. Woodall has 5. Brown has 7 so far, excuse me. Woodall has 5 as well. So they're the only 2 scores for the Tornadoes so far into this first quarter. We're going to get some second quarter action going here. You can see how the Tornadoes act. They've been on a little dry spell in terms of scoring here, so hopefully Coach Ryan has them coming out of the huddle well prepared here. Chatham with the ball. Long pass, and he stepped out of bounds. And that's going to be a turnover for them. It's now going to be Taylorville ball with the 4-point lead. Kaplan's going to inbound to Bodie Woodall. Kaplan over to Woodall. Kaplan's trapped up in the corner. You see Gideon Anderson over to Woodall, but that's going to be a turnover created by Chatham. Brock Brown, though, answers back with a turnover themselves, steals the ball away, and a foul is called on the floor. And that foul is called on number 1, Cole Woodward. That foul, once again, was on the floor. So Brown's going to inbound the ball. Taylorville with the 12-8 lead here in the second quarter. And number 11 kicked the ball. Jackson Wicks. Chatham kicked the ball out of bounds, and now Brock Brown's going to try that again. Brown, Kaplan. Brown's at the top of the key. Brown shoots the 3, and it's good. Brown has 10 points so far in through this first and second quarter here. Big impact from him. The offense really moves around him, and you see him making a huge impact. 10 of the 15 points so far for the Tornadoes. And that one's going to be out of bounds off Taylorville. Chatham's going to take that one in bounds. It's a 15-8 Tornado lead with 4:56 to go in the second quarter. Jackson Wicks inbounds the ball for the Titans. Cole Woodward is taking it up for the Titans. Bodie Woodward guarding the Titans there, down low, moves the ball, and it's going to be a jump ball called. And the possession arrow is in favor of Taylorville. Great hustle there by Brown to get the jump ball. Possession arrows in favor of Taylorville. Taylorville playing very well defensively as well this game. Bodie Woodward over to Brown. The 3 by Colton Reese is no good. Now Chatham is going to get the ball and take it down the other end of the court. Bodie Woodall. Blocked by the Tornadoes. Brock Brown, everybody on the floor, and it's another turnover. No fouls called on that one. Carter Kaplan takes it down the court for the Tornadoes. Passes it in to Tanner Clayton. Another turnover, though. Turnover war right now. Back and forth between both teams. I'm sure both head coaches are not very happy about that right now. Kaplan gets it back over to Brock Brown. And a push is going to be called on number 11. Jackson Wicks is going to have a foul called. That's a push. Tornadoes are going to be inbounding the ball. A couple substitutions here for the Tornadoes. Number 4, Logan Berry comes in, as well as number 32, Braylon Kirk. Gets it into Colton Reese. Chatham is pressing in the corner. That play was clean there, and it's going to be a Chatham ball. Both teams doing a very good job of creating turnovers right now. You're seeing that be a big impact in the game. Another foul is going to be called on 32, Braylon Kirk. It's his third foul. And number 12, Cohen Reed, is going to inbound the ball for the Titans. Chatham moving the ball around the perimeter very well. Shot was up, no good. Chatham working the baseline. Tornado's solid defense right now, not giving him any shots. And a big block by Brock Brown right there. It's not the first time you've seen it today, and it probably won't be the last. He makes a huge impact. We talk about how he can change their style offensively, but he can really make an impact defensively. That's what you're seeing today. He's got 10 points so far through this game, and the Tornadoes are up 15-8 right now. Chatham inbounding the ball. Cole Woodward goes for the shot. That one's off the rim. Colton Reese with the rebound. Carter Kaplan over in the corner. Over to Brown. They're going to call another push on Chatham. That is called on number 14, Hugo Lopp. Tornadoes will now be inbounding. Carter Kaplan inbounding from the corner. Takes it into Brock Brown. The jump ball is going to be called. And the possession arrow is in favor of Chatham. Chatham will gain the ball now. Both teams playing aggressive, hustling very well. Tornadoes, though, have the edge right now with a 7-point lead. Only 3 points scored so far in the second quarter.
Number
14 with a nice shot for Chatham. Gets them back within 5. Brown drives underneath the basket, couldn't quite get that one up. And now Chatham's going to take it back their way. Over the corner, Chatham moving the ball. Sloppy pass. Everybody's on the floor, and a timeout is called by Chatham. That's going to be a full timeout called for Chatham. It is now 15-10, 2:04 left in the second quarter. Not much scoring going on here through this second quarter. It's really been a defensive battle. Lots of turnovers by both teams, though. Both teams doing a really good job defensively, creating turnovers. Brock Brown has a three-pointer. That's the only points that Tornadoes have put up in here in the second quarter. Hugo Lopp, though, has 2 points, though, for Chatham here in the second quarter as well. Taylorville, Brown, and Woodall so far are their scores. Brown has 10, Woodall with 5. Certainly those two players are making a big impact for the Tornadoes, and you're seeing Brock Brown be very explosive from the three-point line, really getting it going. That could be very dangerous for the Tornadoes if they can keep him going, keep him moving. He could really get the Tornadoes a big lead here in this matchup. We talked about that with head coach Ryan S. before the game, a little bit about the impact that he can have on the team as well. Certainly something that the Tornadoes are going to keep continuing to do here as they look to improve to a 12-1 record on the season. We are ready to get back on the court here. Chatham will be inbounding the ball. 2:04 left in the second quarter. 15-10 Tornadoes lead. Chatham moving the ball around the perimeter. Driving to the basket. Chatham taking their time, trying to draw up the play here. Gets double teamed down low, kicks it out. The three is up, and it is no good. Chatham will gain possession of the ball, gets a chance for a second chance shot here. Driving to the basket, kicks it out once again. Goes under there, no foul called. But then there will come one after the shot. It's going to be called against number 22. Colin Cowles is going to be the one that receives that foul. Going to be a Tornado ball. Full court press here from Chatham. Kaplan inbounds over to Brown. Back to Kaplan. Really good defense by Chatham. Creates a turnover. Full court press making a big difference so far. Devil trying to stop him from scoring. Rides a baseline, gets it under the basket, and it falls in. Great shot by him. 15-12 now. They're back within 3. Brown over to Kaplan. 54 seconds left to go in the first half. Kaplan over to Barry. Chatham bench was looking for a travel there. They did not get it. Shot is up and it's no good. Chatham looking to answer back. They're within 3 here within the first half. Ball gets loose. Chatham regains possession though. Shot is up and that one's no good. Rebound is by the Tornadoes. Kaplan regains possession of the ball over to Barry. And now Brock Brown will be taking it down the court. Gets it over to Colton Reese. There's going to be a push called on 14, Hugo Lopp. And that will send Colton Reese to the free throw line for the Tornadoes. Only 16 seconds left in the first half. 15-12 lead for the Tornadoes. First free throw is up, and that one is no good. And the second free throw, though, that one is up, and it is good for Colton Reese. Now Chatham's going to look to answer back, only with 13 seconds to go here in the first half. Driving underneath the basket, shot is up, no good by Chatham. Kaplan, limited time here. Brock Brown driving down the court, gets a shot up, and that one is good. Gets it from half court. Big shot by Brock Brown. A huge three-pointer for them to send them into the halftime with a lot of momentum. Big, big three by Brock Brown. Massive shot from him. He's got 13 points for the Tornadoes today. He's making a big impact. What a shot from him. Great way to end the first half for the Tornadoes, who find themselves up 19-12. 19-12 for the Tornadoes. Nice lead, comfortable lead for them by 7. Still going to need to come out strong in that second half, though. Make sure you tune in here for the halftime report here as we get set to send it off to break here on TommyTV. Thank you for tuning in. There's a lot more to come, though. Great ball game so far.
What if you could feel in control of your retirement in just a few clicks? At aceyourretirement.org, you can. Start with a free 3-minute chat with Avo, your friendly digital retirement coach. Just answer some simple questions like, how do you feel about your ability to save for retirement? Or in how many years do you want to retire? To get free action items customized just for you, get your retirement back on track at aceyourretirement.org.
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it.
Families don't have to talk about everything, but they should talk about how to plan for an emergency. Get tips and resources to make your family's emergency plan.
Welcome back to the TommyTV halftime report here. We are broadcasting from Taylorville Junior High School today in the gymnasium, where the 8th grade boys are facing off against Chatham Glenwood. They're off to an 11-1 start this season, so we want to give them coverage here on this remote coverage for TommyTV. But let's go ahead and get into our halftime report here, as we're going to take a look at some stats here through the first half for the Tornadoes. Bodie Woodall with 5 so far for the Tornadoes. Him and Brown are the main scorers for the Tornado. Colton Reese did get a free throw to fall in there in that first half. See Bodie Woodall with 5 there. Brock Brown, though, is the big difference maker through this first half so far for the Tornadoes. He's been the difference maker all season, really, for the Tornadoes. His height and his ability to shoot the three is really what his weapon has been so far. The threes have been falling for him very, very well so far. He's got a total of 13 points. Taylorville is up 19-12 in the first half so far. Let's go ahead and take a look at the opposing team here, Chatham, and some of their stats. Cole Woodward has 4 points so far through the first half. Hugo Lopp has 4 as well. Jackson Wicks with 2, and Landon Leach has 2 as well. Talked with Coach Ryan S. before the game about the biggest threat that Chatham brings to the table in this matchup, and it was their ability to score across many players and how any given player could step up on any given day. And so it's kind of what you're seeing today is some even scoring. You got 4 by Woodward, 4 by Lopp, 2 by Leach, and 2 by Wicks. So you're seeing really even spreading for even scoring for the Titans. But on the Tornado side of the ball, it's really been Woodall and Brown have been making the big differences in terms of scoring. But another thing to keep in mind was a solid defense, I think, by both teams, especially in that second quarter. It was a really strong defensive effort. You didn't see a whole lot of offense moving for either team. So that's something that both coaches are going to be looking to improve out on the half as they get out here again. And that's certainly something they're going to be discussing in the locker room. I am certain about that. But we would also like to give a special shout out here today to Mr. Darman and the Taylorville High School Ag classes here today. We interviewed him the other day about some trees and some festive projects that he has been selling here recently. Got a nice interview with him. We'll go ahead and learn a little bit more about Mr. Darman and what they are selling out in the Ag shop. Hello, Tornado Nation. I'm Drew Mickey here, joined today by Mr. Darman. Mr. Darman, could you tell us a little about your latest festive project and kind of how it got started?
Well, we were actually at a teachers conference. One of the teachers that taught here prior in years past, Mr. Monty Elvich, is currently at Raymond, does this project with his students. I thought it'd be a great idea to get my intro to ag or basic ag mech 1 kids involved in the woodworking process. So it's simply just, we go around the community, collect pallets, we break them down. Kids, you get to use all the tools necessary to get the trees cut properly, and then we fasten them to the tree. And then, of course, we paint the tree and get it ready for a sale for the FFA as a fundraiser.
Okay, what was the student-specific role throughout this project?
Well, my classes are pretty good in size. So basically what we did was we broke them down into 4 groups. One group was doing the sawing, another group was doing the measuring, and then we basically took and had groups putting the unit together, and then we had the painting process. So we basically had different stations. It was kind of like a little factory, if you will, of how this tree came about. It's kind of like a little mini Ford factory in Detroit. But the kids did great.
Could you tell us a little bit how somebody could get one of these beautiful creations and kind of information about selling them?
Absolutely. So we were open Tuesday evening, had some people come by and get some decorations for their home. We will be open tonight from 3:30 to 5, the 7th here, and then on the 12th, Tuesday, we'll be selling them again. It'll be the last opportunity to get these items, and that'll be from 3:30 to 5 as well.
All right, well, great job, Mr. Darman, and the Ag Mech classes, and thank you for your time.
If anybody's concerned about prices, I know we're not all fully decorated at our house. We're probably going to add some additions like this. So if you're interested in purchasing them, you want to know what the prices are. The trees go for $30. Mr. Nichols' class did a really good job cutting out signs. Those go for $20. Say, let it snow. And this little beauty right here, the little snowman, would be a great feature for a tabletop or a coffee table, and it runs $20 as well. So the kids have done a great job. Just support them if you can. Thank you.
Great work to all of you. Thank you, Mr. Darman.
Thank you.
Welcome back into Tommy TV for some action here in the third quarter. Tornadoes lead right now 19-12 as we get set for the second half action. 8th grade basketball here against the Chatham Glenwood Titans. Saw the 7th graders take a nice win 40-38 here just before this game started, and now we're off to the races here in the third quarter. Anderson underneath the basket. Everybody's on the floor to get it started here, but that's going to be a turnover for the Tornadoes. Chatham picking up the pace, really high tempo. You saw that through the first half, picking up right where they left off here in the third quarter. Kicks it over to the corner, wide open, no good. Brock Brown with the rebound for the Tornadoes. Saw the offenses struggle a little bit in that second quarter. Hopefully they're able to pick it up here in the third. Pass is way out of bounds. Went way over the moon, and that one is going to be another turnover for the Tornadoes here to start off this third quarter. Cole Woodward inbounds the ball for the Titans. Looks for the three, no good, and then gets it on the basket. Shot for number 14, Hugo Lopp, is good to get the first points on the board here. They're back within 5 of the Tornadoes. Gideon Anderson over in the corner. Over to Kaplan. Gets underneath the Brock Brown, goes up for the shot, and that one's no good. Tornadoes gain possession of it. Colton Reese from 3, no good. And Chatham's going to get the ball back here. Hugo Lopp with that one over to Cole Woodward. Over to Jackson Wicks. From the corner, the 3 is no good. Off the rim. Rebound, though. Put back is good. And now Chatham has a 4-0 run to start out this third quarter. Taylorville looking to answer back. Anderson back to Brown. Down low. Colton Reese from the corner doesn't take the shot. Woodall, and it's deflected. Chatham with creating another turnover against the Tornadoes. Moving the ball is Chatham down low. Swats for it, still gets the shot up, and it's good. Chatham has a 6-0 run to get this third quarter started. And with that, head coach Ryan S. is going to call the timeout. And that's going to be a full timeout. Chatham really coming out strong in this third quarter. 6-0 run to be back within 1 point. It's 19-18, 4:08 to go in the third quarter. Taylorville has the 1 point lead still, though. No points from them so far, so they're going to have to pick it up offensively. Some turnovers so far has been the key factor for the Tornadoes in here so far, so they're going to have to clean up the turnovers if they want to continue to come out with a win here today. They're going to have to clean up the turnovers, get some things rolling offensively, as Chatham has come out strong, but Taylorville has come out a little flat in this third quarter coming out of halftime. Thank you all for tuning on Tommy TV today with this 8th grade matchup. Looks like it's going to be a good ending here, so make sure you stay tuned. Do we end this timeout here? Colton Reese will inbound the ball for the Tornadoes. Takes it into Woodall. Deflected by Cole Woodward of the Titans, but it's off him, and it's going to be a Tornado ball. Kaplan kicks it out to Brown. They're going to look to get their first points of the second half. 3 from the corner is in and out of the basket. And Cole Woodward over on the right wing for the Titans. Feeds it down low. It's going to be off Chatham, though. Taylorville ball. Colton Reese will be inbounding it. One of the travel call, didn't get it. Brown looking for help. Woodall over to Reese. Big pass over on the other end of the court. Luckily, it's going to be a Tornado ball. Tornadoes are growing frustrated on the court here. Still looking to score in the second half. 3:24 here in the third. Brown, he's been the difference maker so far for the Tornadoes. Anderson, bounce pass over to Reese. Woodall feeds it down low to Brock Brown, and he's the key for the Tornadoes to get them going offensively. Good to see him get the ball. Good pass down low. See him be a big asset offensively and defensively so far for the Tornadoes. And that one's going to be out of bounds. Taylorville up by 3, and they're going to have the ball. As Colton Reese comes out of the game. And Braylon Kirk comes in for the Tornadoes. Woodall over to Brown. Over to Kaplan. Braylon Kirk gives up the ball, and it's a turnover for the Tornadoes. And a foul is called. Chatham head coach is frustrated with that call. Tornadoes are going to have the ball now. Kaplan inbounds to Braylon Kirk. Woodall looks for the 3 in the corner, can't get it. Tipped out of bounds by Chatham. And Tornadoes are going to try that play again. Kaplan inbounds. Over to Woodall, he's trapped in the corner. Chatham regains possession of the ball. Brown up for the shot. Chatham gets the basket there. Back within 1 point. Tornadoes' only points so far from Brown in this third quarter. Look to get others going offensively here. Trapped in the corner and in trouble. Ryan S. takes a timeout. It's going to be a 30-second timeout for the Tornadoes there. Had a player in trouble there in the corner. Every possession's counting so far in through this second half. 21-20 Tornado lead with 2:23 to go in the third quarter. Brock Brown so far with the only points for the Tornadoes with 2, and Chatham has scored 8 so far in through the third quarter. So Chatham really came out strong out of that second half with a 6-0 run. Luckily, Brock Brown snapped that, kind of helped the Tornadoes, but they're definitely going to have to get something going and moving offensively to have a more comfortable lead heading into the fourth quarter. Kaplan inbounding the ball for the Tornadoes. Woodall. Brock Brown from way back there in 3, and that one is no good. Took the shot from way back there. He made a short shot nearly at the half-court line to end the first half. Couldn't get that one to fall, though. Taylorville intercepts the pass. Kaplan takes it down the court for the Tornadoes. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. 21-20, Taylorville lead. Turnover, though. Chatham gains possession of the ball. Hugo Lopp. 3 from the corner for Chatham, and it's no good. Second chance shot, though. Get the rebound. Another corner from the 3, but he stepped out of bounds. Ref calls it out on the baseline, and now it's going to be Tornado ball. Kaplan inbounds to Woodall. Back to Kaplan. Woodall kicks it out, and it's deflected by Chatham. They're going to gain possession of the ball here, keeping the tempo up. Driving to the basket, Hugo Lopp's shot is up, and it is no good. Brock Brown with the big rebound for the Tornadoes, heading back the other way. Brown pops a 3, and it's no good. Anderson with the rebound. Another one deflected by Chatham, though. Turnover for the Tornadoes. Under a minute to go here in the third quarter, and a foul is called. Foul is on the floor. And that foul is called on Brock Brown. His first personal foul of the day. As Chatham inbounds the ball, looks to capitalize. Move around the perimeter, pass way over into the corner. Woodward kicks it out to Hugo Lopp. Back to Woodward for the three, and it's good. Chatham takes the lead by 2 points with a big three from Woodward. 5-0 run for Chatham. They're up now by 2, 23-21 Chatham. 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. Woodall pops a shot, no good. Chatham racing back the other way. They're going to call the double dribble, I believe. That's a turnover for Chatham. Taylorville's going to get possession of the ball here. Kaplan's going to inbound. Over to Brown. Works it over to Woodall. Back in the corner. Pass is stolen. Turnover for Chatham. Chatham looking to capitalize on Taylorville's turnover here. Over in the corner, 3 seconds to go. Shot is up, no good. And that's the end of the third quarter. It's 23-21. Taylorville is down now by 2. Chatham with a big three from Cole Woodward. They took the lead by 2. We'll be back with some fourth quarter action. It's going to be an exciting matchup here. Make sure you stay tuned.
How you holding up? Nothing wrong with getting help.
If I promise to look into it, will you drop it and help me build this fence?
Now you need my help.
If you or a veteran you know needs support, don't wait. Reach out. Find resources at va.gov/reach.
We got a great matchup here inside Taylorville Junior High School with the 8th grade boys basketball team. 23-21 with the Chatham lead as we head into the fourth quarter. It's a marquee matchup, and it's a barn burner right now, folks. You're heading into a good matchup in the fourth quarter. We're certainly looking forward to this one. It's been a great game to broadcast. Both teams coming out of the huddle here. Taylorville came out really flat offensively in the third quarter. Only point was a two-pointer from Brock Brown. They're looking to get back against Chatham, start some things up offensively. Defensively, they've been solid. They just need to start getting some points on the board here if they want to come home with a major win against the Chatham Titans. Chatham starting off, fast tempo, moving the ball around. That one's deflected. Brock Brown, turnover, easy layup, easy basket. He gets things started off on the right foot for the Tornadoes. It's now tied, 23 apiece. How is Chatham going to answer back? We'll see here right now. Moving the ball around the perimeter. Moving the ball, now driving into the interior. Shot is no good. Rebound, though, by Chatham. Kicks it out for three. Doesn't take it. Three by Woodward. No good there. Rebound by the Tornadoes. Brock Brown coming down the court for the Tornadoes. 5:15 left in the fourth. Pass is deflected off, though, by Chatham. Another turnover by the Tornadoes. It's really been making an impact. Nearly 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. We're tied at 23 apiece. Feeding it down low. The push is going to be called. Foul is called on Colton Reese for the Tornadoes. That was called on the floor. So Chatham's going to be inbounding the ball. Gets it down low underneath the basket and gets the and one. He makes it 25-23 with potential to make it a three-point play. Not the foul you want to give up if you were the Tornadoes right there. As Colton Reese will come out of the game. Braylon Kirk comes in, though, for the Tornadoes. Lane violation is called, and now it's going to be tornado ball, though. Ball goes up on the stage. But it's going to be tornado ball. Kaplan inbounding over to Brock Brown. Pass over to the corner, back to Brown. Down low, feed it, and it's fumbled out of his hands. And a turnover, a critical turnover for the Tornadoes. Chatham ball. 25-23, critical turning point here in this game. 4:40 left in the fourth quarter. Pass down low, kicks it out for three. Drives to the basket instead, and a big block by Brock Brown. It's going to be out on him, and it's going to be Chatham inbounding the ball here. Trying to find a rhythm offensively, and that's what's been holding them back. Chatham inbound. Going to be a foul called. Offensive foul, illegal screen by Chatham. It's going to be a tornado ball. Kaplan's going to be inbounding this one. 25-23, 4:28 left to go in the fourth quarter. Brock Brown over to Woodall. Kicks it in the corner. Turnover, though, stolen by Chatham. Driving to the basket, way under there. Can't get it to fall. Puts it back, and there's a foul called. A lot of contact happened on that play. Foul is called. Jackson Wicks will head to the line. Bodie Woodall will get called with the hold. That is his third foul. First shot is up, and it is good for Chatham. Makes it 26-23. A big free throw here. That one does not fall. Almost stepped out of bounds, but luckily Tornadoes gained possession of the ball. Brown can't get the shot off. He's been double teamed this whole game. Kaplan from three, and it goes in and out of the basket. Foul is called against number 22, Colin Cowles. Now it will be tornado ball. 26-23, Chatham with a 3-point lead, 4:05 to go in the fourth quarter. Three from the corner is in and out of the basket again. Chatham with the rebound. Pass deep downfield, down court rather. Three-pointer is up and it is good. Jackson Wicks with a big three gives them a 6-point lead with 3:48 to go in the fourth quarter. Brock Brown looks to answer back, no good. (29-23), Chatham with the ball. Brown tries to get the steal, could not get it. Another big rebound though. Jump ball is called. That one's going to be heading Taylorville's way. They really need a play here. Down by 6, 3:28 to go in the fourth. Taylorville is really needing a good shot here. Deflected though. Chatham puts it up. The layup is no good. Woodward tries to get it back in though. Taylorville ball is all over the place. Chatham still with possession, and they're going to start to run down the clock a little bit here with a 6-point lead. They're still moving the ball around the perimeter. Woodward, big pass over to him. And a timeout is called by Chatham. He's going to take the 30-second timeout. 29-23, Chatham leads right now. 3:07 here in the fourth quarter. Tornadoes have just come out flat offensively here in the fourth quarter, and the second half as a whole really have struggled to find a rhythm or get anything going. They're really going to need a shot desperately out of this possession here. It's 29-23, Taylorville with a 6-point lead. Brock Brown's been the center point of the offense throughout the game, but he has been getting double teamed by Chatham, and they've been locking him down really well in the second half, especially compared to the first half. So Taylorville's going to have to find some other alternative there to make sure that they can get some points here in this game. We will see if they can come up with a stop and if they can get something going offensively. Chatham inbounds the ball, number 1, Cole Woodward. They are taking their time, trying to run down the clock. 2:55 to go. 3 from Chatham, no good, off the rim. Brown pushing the other way, driving fast. And he's going to create a foul. He will head to the free throw line. Brock Brown with some crucial free throws right here. And the first one is up and it is good. (29-24), Chatham with the 5-point lead, 2:47 to go in the fourth quarter. Second free throw is up and it is good as well. Woodward, point guard for the Titans, takes it in. Pass goes down, trying to drive underneath the interior. Chatham still, though, moving the ball around. Goes down low again, deflected by Brown. And that's going to be Taylorville ball. Chatham frustrated with that call, cannot believe it. Taylorville, though, really thankful for that call. They're going to need a shot here. 2:20 to go in the fourth quarter. Kaplan over to Brown. Colton Reese in the corner. Trapped, tries to get it out. Bodie Woodall saves it. Taylorville moving the ball around. Brock Brown from way deep 3, and it falls. Big 3 by the Tornadoes gets them back in this game. It's 29-28. Brock Brown with a huge 3 for the Tornadoes. Trying to complete the comeback. Chatham looking to hold on to their 1-point lead. Moving the ball around the perimeter. Taylorville is back in this game and the crowd is alive again. Moved underneath the basket, kicks it out to Woodward. He drives to the basket. Shot is up, it is no good. Chatham with the rebound underneath the basket. Everybody's fighting for the ball. Head coach Ryan S. wants the timeout. It's going to end up being a jump ball. That'll be in Chatham's favor, though. Cole Woodward's going to inbound the ball for the Titans. 29-28. Chatham with the 1-point lead. We got 1:29 left to go in the fourth quarter. Chatham goes underneath the basket. Shot is deflected. Huge block by Brock Brown. Chatham is going to inbound the ball again. Huge block by Brock Brown there. Cole Woodward has get it in the corner. Chatham looking to move the ball around. They got minute 15 left in the fourth. Pass is stolen by Brock Brown in the corner. Taylorville ball. Gets it over to Kaplan. Nearly comes out of bounds, and they're going to call it. It's going to be a Chatham ball. A Taylorville turnover. Goes out of bounds. Minute 4 left. 29-28. Chatham with the 1-point lead. And a timeout's going to be called. They're going to take the full timeout there. Huge game right now, 29-28. We got a barn burner inside Taylorville Junior High School. Minute 4 left to go, 29-28. Chatham with the 1-point lead. You saw Brock Brown get the Tornadoes back in this game with a huge 3-pointer. Taylorville was down by 6, I believe, at one time, and Brock Brown got him back in this game. He had a 2-pointer, then he had a 3-pointer. We've talked about it a little bit, though. They double-teamed him a lot, and they kind of shut him down there for a while. Taylorville certainly have to look for somebody to step up and make the big play. Not much time left to do so, though. It's going to be a matter of who's going to be there at the right time, right place. They're going to have to step up and make the big shot here for the Tornadoes, while also locking Chatham down defensively. The Tornadoes have done not a bad job of doing that so far, but they're really going to come down to that right now here as Chatham has the 1-point lead, and they're also going to inbound the ball here after this timeout. Chatham took the full timeout. Each team still has 2 fouls to give. As the timeout comes to a conclusion here, minute 4 left to go once again. 29-28, Chatham lead. Inbounding the ball will be Landon Leach for the Titans. Inbounds it to Woodward. Woodward up for 3, and that one's no good. But Chatham with a huge rebound. Gets it down low. Woodward tries again for the 3. No good. Taylorville gets the rebound. Brown coming down the court. 50 seconds to go. Brown's in trouble. Over to Reese. And there will be a timeout called by head coach Ryan S. It's going to be a full timeout. 45 seconds left in the game. Taylorville trying to get back the lead that they had, playing so well through that first half, gave up the lead in the third quarter, and it is now 29-28. Chatham leads by 1 point, 45 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Head coach Ryan S. had to call a timeout there. This is his first year as a head coach of these 8th grade Tornadoes. Having a great year so far, 11-1 record. Chatham has an 8-5 record overall. So Taylorville looking to pick up another win, but it's coming down to the wire here. 45 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. And both teams are going to come out of the huddle now. Taylorville is going to have possession of the ball here. Ryan S., coach for the Tornadoes, giving final instructions, breaks the huddle. And here we go, 45 seconds to go, 29-28, Chatham with the 1 point lead over the Tornadoes. Carter Kaplan's gonna inbound the ball. Into Brock Brown, playmaker for the Tornadoes. Bodie Woodall gets it into Brown, underneath the basket. Colton Reese up, and the shot is no good. 35 seconds to go. Taylorville's gonna have to give up a foul here. 30 seconds to go. Chatham's resetting. Taylorville was going to give a foul first, and now they are. 23 seconds to go. Brock Brown forces the foul. It's now 29-28. Chatham lead. 23 seconds to go. Chatham inbounds. Trying to move the ball. Over in the corner, doesn't take a shot. 16 seconds to go. Taylorville's going to have to give up another foul there, and they do so. 12 seconds to go, 29-28. Chatham lead. Chatham heads into bonus now as they head to the line here. First shot is up, and it is no good. .12 seconds to go. This is the second free throw. Second free throw is no good as well, but they get the rebound. Putback is no good. Taylorville struggles to rebound the ball, and Chatham's going to have possession of it again with 9 seconds to go. 29-28, Chatham with the 1 point lead. Taylorville could not rebound. They got really lucky. Chatham missed both of those free throws. Chatham got those rebounds, though, and that's a big impact on this game right now, and that's what's costing the Tornadoes of being in possession of the ball. 9 seconds to go, being down by 1. This is Chatham's last timeout. Taylorville's got one timeout left. Taylorville's going to have to give up a foul here or force turnover.
5 seconds.
As they break the huddle here. 9 seconds to go, 29-28. Chatham lead. Great game so far. See what play they draw up here for the Tornadoes defensively. Chatham inbounds the ball. Far end of the court. And a foul is called. And they're going to head to the line here. Taylorville's going to have 5 seconds to go after these free throws. First things first, so they got to be able to get the rebound after these free throws. Free throw's no good. It's 29-28. 5 seconds to go. Taylorville does have one timeout. Keep that in mind. Second free throw up, no good. Taylorville could not get the rebound though, but that one's going to be heading Taylorville's way out of bounds on Chatham. Taylorville only has 3.5 seconds, down by 1. Inbounds the ball into Brown. He's going to try to get the timeout called. He doesn't get it, and the shot is up and it's no good. Brown almost had the shot up in the basket, could not get it. Ryan S. was looking to call the timeout. The refs did not see him on that one. And so that one's going to be a tough loss for the Tornadoes. Came down to the wire. 29-28. Chatham takes the victory, and that allows them to improve to 9-5 overall in the season. Taylorville takes just their second loss this season. They are now going to be 11-2. Tough loss for the Tornadoes. Once again, final score 29-28. Taylorville really came out strong in that first half. Couldn't keep it going though through the second half. Chatham regained the lead, and Taylorville, Brock Brown got them back into this game and just could not seal the deal. He almost had that three-pointer up and good to end the game. Taylorville could not quite do it though, just really couldn't find an offensive rhythm at all. Chatham found a way to lock down Brock Brown in the second half. That really just made the huge difference for them. We want to thank you all, though, for tuning in to this matchup. Something new for TommyTV. Haven't done a junior high basketball game, like I said at the beginning of the broadcast, since the 7th grade girls state basketball championship. So certainly something good to see. It was a great game. Hopefully you enjoyed this production. I also want to give a big shout out to Christian County CEO this morning. Make sure you head out to Crucis in the Park, and when you're doing so, you stop through the CEO hot chocolate booth that's selling for $2 a cup. I had some last night, and it was absolutely delicious. I had to give that little plug in there for Christian County CEO. But anyways, a tough loss for the Tornadoes here today. 29-28 was the final score. We want to thank you all for tuning in to TommyTV here today. Make sure you tune in to our next broadcast. A lot going on around the high school in terms of basketball season. It's been great so far. Girls team is really having a good run, so they're going to be playing next Thursday, and the boys will be away this week, I believe. But make sure you come and support the girls. Make sure you tune in to TommyTV as well if you cannot make it. So we want to thank you all for tuning in to this matchup here today for the junior high 8th grade boys matchup. 7th grade boys did take the win 40-38. 8th grade boys took a tough loss to Chatham.
You're watching Tommy TV.